Hi, welcome back to my new tutorial. I am Sandeep as a Blender guy. In this tutorial, I am going to do this old Moi sculpture in procedural shading. So let's get started. And I have downloaded a model which is actually similar to this model. I found it in Sketchfab. I'll link down in the description where you can download the same model and do it and share with me as well, and you can tag me on Instagram. I'll post my ID. I'll be happy to see the images and review them. So let's open the Blender now. I'm using 2.93 as of now. I'm just selecting everything by keyboard letter A and just deleting that. Now I'll import our model. Go to source. The format is OBJ. File. Import and OBJ. Paste. I'm just removing the rotation values. Now it's time to create a camera. Shift A and going to camera, and to view from the camera I'm just pressing 0, and after that in the view you need to view it from camera to view. Just click here to view from your camera. I'm changing up the resolution to the square 1024 by 1024. Let me open my reference first. Going to my shader editor and taking one other window. Going here, have a UV editor window so you can load up your reference. Open, go to the source, go back. So this is good, but also let's have another. Trying to match this roughly. Now I think I'm good to go. And next thing, I usually select the camera and go to the viewport display and increase this so that it will be darker here. And going to my world, I'm taking a HDRI. As I told in my previous tutorial, HDRI stands for High Dynamic Range Image. It's a 360 panorama image which has brackets of image. Let me quickly load it. Just clicking this and Ctrl T. So if you are not getting these three, make sure you go to Edit, Preferences, and Node Wrangler add-on is switch on. I'm going to open. I'll use my previous HDRI which I have used for this classic sculpture, and I'm switching back to EV to cycles. The whole tutorial will be in the cycles. Now let me rotate the HDRI the 45 degrees. Yeah, works. Yeah, I think the shadow is more similar to this. Let's even check for 80. Yeah, the shadow is also now is matching to our reference. So I don't want this HDRI to be in the back side. So I'm just going to this film and making this transparent so the background will be transparent. As this is an OBJ, if we go to object mode, we can see a texture connected to this. To view this text, only this texture, you can just Control Shift and click on the color. Right. We are going to recreate this texture by doing procedurally and more realistic, and also will have more control to tweak it based on our further requirements. So I'm taking a new principled BSDF, Shift A. Let me show you the references first. Actually, most of them are closer to this. So let me take this as a main reference. I'm just opening the image. So let's start doing the procedural shading. I'm taking a Musgrave texture. To view this texture on the model, and just Control Shift clicking on this, and I can see the pattern very small here, so I'm increasing the scale. And now I'll blend two colors. I have taken a mix RGB and picking two colors, and I have connected this to the mix RGB. Now I'll be connecting this to our base color, and now I'm Control Shift clicking on this material. We can see the output here. Let me just render this first. Let me increase the roughness. Now I'm adding a bump node, connecting this height to height here and normal to normal. Let me save the file first. Now we can also see the other colors here. It's a low green. I'm adding a gamma here and increasing the value, removing the saturation a bit. So this is our base material, we can say. On the top of it, I'm again taking one another Voronoi. Voronoi is like a cellular in the 3ds Max. Another, I'm taking a mix RGB here. And connecting this to the mix. For now, I'm actually taking diffuse BSDF. Later, I'll change all the diffuse to principled BSDF. I'm taking diffuse BSDF to cut off the render calculation now. Increasing scale more. Connect the bump. Again connecting this distance to height, normal to normal. I want this to be reverse, so I'm taking one invert and connecting in between, and the strength to be little, and also my scale should be more. I'm taking a gamma again to control the color on. So now we have two of these Let's blend this both together. For blending, again I am taking a Musgrave texture here. To view this again, just Ctrl Shift click on the node and I'm increasing the scale. Let's see how this both looks. Taking a mix shader now and connecting this here and connecting. And this Musgrave now works like a mask. I'm just swapping them both. And I'm decreasing the saturation levels. I'm taking a node called hue saturation value and I'll decrease the saturation here. Now you can see the saturations are coming down. So now I want a big patches on this, as you all can see here. This, and let me create the dust first for the aging. For that I am just taking a occlusion node and I'm checking the occlusion here. Also taking a color ramp and just connecting this occlusion to this. Let me blend those two materials again by taking a mix shader now. Shader, and my dirt will be diffuse and let it be a white for now. I'm connecting this color to the mask here. As you can see, the intensity is more. For this diffuse color, I'm taking a mix RGB and saving my file, connecting this. One slot will be a white and one will be a green, dark green. And I'll have again a Musgrave. I'm taking a color ramp, connecting in between. And for this bumpiness, I'm just taking 50. Take a noise texture. To view this again, same, Control Shift click. This works for white dots. Taking a hue saturation here, decreasing the saturation. It's all about seeing your reference and picking the colors from that. Now I'm adding white dots, taking a diffuse and a mix shader. This goes here, and this will work like our mask. Now I'm adding a layer weight. Taking a color ramp, connecting this. Control C, Control V. I'm connecting this again here. And connecting the color here. So you can see the moss. The main thing here is the displacement and the bump. Let me create that. Go to the principled BSDF, go to material. In the settings, you need to switch on bump and displacement. If you have done for one, it will be automatically changed for every material. Now, let me blend this and this is the other one. Yeah. It's nothing but whatever the noise map I have used on to break the pattern. I'm just blending all of them and just taking one displacement, connecting this to scale, and this is my final material. For now there is lot more to do. I just want to show the displacement and just connecting this to displacement. I'm just switching off this by pressing M and checking the displacement. Now going to the occlusion here. So this is our main rock. On the top of rock we have added this another rock pattern and we have blended both here. We used this as a mask and we blended both here. After that we have taken one other pattern, this color, and we have blended both. Let me add a gamma here. On the top of it, I have connected this a dot like a pattern, these white dots. Let me increase this more so you'll have an idea of. So I think it's clear till here. Now I'm just copying and paste this here, diffuse, and taking mix RGB, connecting this to here. I'll keep it one as white and one other will be again the moss color. I'll blend them both with the Musgrave texture again. Let us first connect and check how this is actually working. For all the shaders, I just want one to be in the bump. I'll just reshuffle all them in some time. For me, these dots look okay. I'm just checking where this is near, coming nearer to this. I think we have came somewhat close to this in the very less time. Let me quickly show you all the materials right from the start. So this is our base rock. On that base rock, we have connected another rock pattern. Rock 1 and rock 2. We have blended both by using this here. So this is our rock. On the top of the rock, we have created one other material is of moss, as you all can see here. So using the Musgrave, clamping with the color ramp, I have blended a mix RGB with this color ramp connected to the shader. Again, these both shaders are connected by occlusion here. So this is the material, and this material is connected by the occlusion. Occlusion works like a mask here. Next material is this white. We have connected that with noise texture again. For this dots pattern, you can see here these white dots. These white dots. And our next material is diffuse, again to create the moss feel by using a Musgrave with a mix RGB, and these both are again blended with the occlusion here. You can see the occlusion. And finally our shader for this large green patches. We have used noise texture. So we blended both with the musk grape. So let us quickly render this. So this is our final render. I hope you all like this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe the channel. There will be a series of videos coming in this channel on lighting, shading, also the skin shaders and matching the elements on live plates. And also do check out my ArtStation. It is Venkata Sai Sandip Siddham, where you can find my showreel and the projects which I have worked on, and also the works here. Do follow me on Instagram. I'll see you next in my tutorial. Bye.